game, while Marseille look to have a real battle on their hands, especially as they're without their influential striker Florian Maurice. At La Beaujoire Louis Fontenay Stadium, Paul Dempsey has the highlights.
Marseille by some distance the best supported club in France, but the legions of fans who've made the trip to Nantes have done so in trepidation. It could all yet go horribly wrong at the death for them. Parato got everything behind the early strike. From Devino, well hit too, but this young keeper has grown in confidence and stature throughout the campaign. Da Rocha, not playing with a certain amount of freedom, and it's rather nervy from Marseille here early on. Blondeau hacking it clear. Blanc restored some order. This is Robert Pires. Ravanelli ran for him. Titi Camara has space, and he has always got the power to burst through. Deflection might yet benefit Marseille. Ravanelli's effort turned aside by Landreau. Well, suddenly the visitors have opened up here. And after their bright beginning, Nantes are getting stretched. Marseille corner. Blanc's header. How well he climbed, but he couldn't twist the neck muscles well enough. Monterubier with this corner for Nantes. Decroix got there. He almost went one better than Laurent Blanc. Savino's corner rather asked a lot of his teammates, and maybe a counter-attacking possibility here. Nantes have tried to hold their line high up the field, and that could really ask for trouble with Camara closing. Landreau did brilliantly to spot the danger and cover his defenders. Great pace off the line to beat Camara in a straight run for the ball. And Camara got a piece of it too. He wasn't far away from embarrassing Nantes. When Nantes come forward, they do stretch Marseille, and they've done it again here. The Keurig up here for Nantes. So much space on the far side of the box here for Da Rocha. He could and should have done better. It comes right down the throat of Parato, one of his easier saves. We're through the first half hour here without a breakthrough, but you do feel as though there are goals in the game. The problem for Marseille is that Nantes have looked equally dangerous coming forward. This is Pires for Marseille. Little give and go with Camara. This is more promising. Brilliant ball back in from Camara, and Robert Pires finishes it off. And maybe that will help Marseille to their goal. Their ultimate prize. A picture-book goal. A little give and go between Camara and Pires had the intelligence to find space free inside the box to finish it off with one precious touch. It might yet be enough for Marseille. On 39 minutes, the visiting fans now maybe start to believe. Again, Nantes have carved Marseille apart on the counter-attack. Savino. Well, if anything, the lack of pace might have deceived Parato. It was such a poor effort in the end from Savino after such good work to the edge of the box. And Parato's down too quickly here, surely. Rushes work tirelessly for Nantes. Marseille have to keep them out. Here's Da Rocha once more. This is promising from Nantes. They've got 4 men permanently employed forward now. Much better strike. And that time from Savino, Parato was at full stretch. Well, he can smile because there's not much resting on it for Nantes here. But you may be sure that all Marseille players were praying for it to go wide. Have Marseille done enough? Do they know what's going on elsewhere? Can they possibly blot out any communication they're getting from the side? A second goal would end this as a contest now. Well, Roland Courbis really can't ask much more than Marseille winning here, even if they're not to get a second goal.
So Marseille with maximum points, it's now up to Bordeaux. Your match commentator is Gary Bloom.
The 1999 French Championship has come down to the final 90 minutes, and the place to be is the famous Parc des Princes, where the leaders Bordeaux need to win against the home side Paris Saint-Germain to win their first title for 12 seasons. If Bordeaux slip up, Marseille, who have a difficult fixture at Nantes, could slip through to take the championship. But Bordeaux have beaten Lens and Lyon in their previous two games to regain the lead. Let's see what they can do. Paris Saint-Germain coach Philippe Bergerou recalls Nigerian World Cup star JJ Okocha to the left side of midfield and plays three strikers with Marco Simone the captain, flanked by former Everton forward Michael Madar and another newcomer, Bruno Rodriguez. Bordeaux have made one change from their normal lineup, with attacking midfielder Yohan Miku failing to recover from a calf strain, and he's replaced by Dutchman Kiki Musampa. And with the absence of Miku, the leaders will look for a return to goal-scoring form from the top two scorers in the French league this season, Lilian Lasland and Sylvian Wiltor. The referee comes from Nice, it's Claude Columba. It'll be Bordeaux in a change strip to get the final game of the season underway. Remember, they go into this last match just a point ahead of Marseille. Can they repeat their success here last season when they won by a goal to nil? That would do very nicely indeed. Benarbia now for Bordeaux. It's a dangerous ball into Lasland, and dealt with effectively by Christian Wurns, the German defender. And as you can see, Bordeaux have made a bright start and they've gone for the jugular. They need an early goal. That one played in towards Lasland, but Cissé will shepherd the ball out of play. There's Elie Book, the coach of Bordeaux. Been laid off by Rodriguez. Madar, Rodriguez wants the ball played in the middle. Here's Rodriguez. Goodness me, what a miss. What happened to the Bordeaux defence? This was a gift for Bruno Rodriguez, and he flapped at the ball. It was an inviting cross by Madar. JJ Okocha, the Nigerian international. Marco Simone, playing slightly deeper these days in the Paris Saint-Germain midfield. That ball was surely on the move when it was walloped through to Rodriguez, who dispatches the ball into the net. As the referee clearly shows, it's not going to count. Simone again helps the ball through, but it's well held by the goalkeeper, Ulrich Rame. Still uncapped, but he's made his way into the French national squad now. Benarbia, a Monaco player, Diabate. Benarbia takes over here for Bordeaux. Round JJ Okocha, towards Lasland. Diabate again. Madar, Simone, the Italian. Marco Simone, it was a timely interception there. And there's Lilian Lasland. Wiltord, who's hardly seen the ball yet. With Sylvian Wiltord, it was a very good covering challenge there by Christian Wurns to snuff out that Bordeaux raid. Bordeaux and Marseille have been first and second in the last 26 rounds of the championship. They've swapped places on numerous occasions. Remember, Bordeaux have their noses in front as they hit the final bend and head to the finishing tape. Ferrier with a throw. Lasland. Ferrier's got on the overlap here. Away by Wurns, and Rame Sandratana didn't make a very comprehensive clearance. Girino. Marco Simone, that one easily telegraphed though by Hervé Alicarte. Diabate wants the ball. It's Benarbia. It's Lasland. Moussampa. Lilian Lasland here for Bordeaux. And well held by Bernard Lama. It's reputed to be Lama's final game for Paris Saint-Germain. He made a smart save here. JJ Okocha. Ducoq. Chirino. Fanu with a clearance. Kiki Moussampa, the Dutch under-21 international. Lasland. Viltord. Scored so many goals between them this season. Pavon, captain of the team. Moussampa. Playing today in place of the injured Johan Mikou. Pavon. Oh, Wiltord's onside. Sylvian Wiltord, 1-0 to the champions-elect. Where was the covering there for Paris Saint-Germain? 19 minutes in, and Sylvian Wiltord scores a crucial goal for Bordeaux. There were appeals for offside, but the referee's assistant, the woman on the far side, never raised her flag. Wiltord drew the goalkeeper, and I wonder how important that goal will be. The important thing now for Bordeaux is not to concede. Simone, fearsome shot by Rodriguez, but to be honest, it didn't really get the full power of his body into the effort. It was easy for Ramé in the end. Diabate. Wiltord. Glenet. Diabate. Lasland, clever flick. Benarbia. Back by Verns, and then Rabé Sandratana helps it forward. Rodriguez helps it on. Just a little bit of nervousness about Bordeaux, with the prize looming so big in front of them. This is never going to be an easy fixture. That's Pavon trying to pick out Wiltord. Alain Gourmaz, the defender. Wiltord with a cross. The goalkeeper is nowhere near it, but then again there was no white shirt near it either. Algerino, a Monaco player. And Paris Saint-Germain have a problem here because Christian Vaughan has injured himself. Current German international appears to be limping out of the action. So a problem for the coach, Philippe Bergerot. Should be Bernard Lama's ball. He has Cissé to his right. Rolled out to Goma at his left. 23 here is Pierre Ducoq. Okocha. JJ Okocha had a very good World Cup for Nigeria. Algerino. Shade of Kiki Moussampa. The outstanding youngsters produced by the Ajax club in Holland. Marco Simone. Algerino. Ball stayed in play. It's headed clear by Afanu. Kept in by Moussampa. Pavon. Moussampa. Viltord. Pavon. Bordeaux working hard to keep out Paris Saint-Germain, and also working hard to try create a couple more chances perhaps to put this game beyond their hosts. Wiltord, the goal scorer. This is out Diabate. 10 here is Benarbia. Wiltord. Diabate. Glenet. Benarbia. Bordeaux strung a number of passes together here. Lasland. And Lasland again. I'm not sure that's going to count. Lilian Lasland is denied what would have been his 16th goal of the season. He was in an offside position when he chested the ball down. Not there. But in fact, it was Wiltord who I think he was offside. Rodriguez with a layoff. Marco Simone. JJ Okocha. Might have taken a deflection. Former Fenerbahce player, cost Paris Saint-Germain £10 million. It's really settled down this season. He could be on the move again. This is Algerino. Play by Afanu. Lasse, the substitute. Goma. No way Alain Goma was going to get to that ball. So far, so good for Bordeaux. They've scored the goal that they craved in the first half. And they've restricted Paris Saint-Germain. Very few opportunities at the other end of the field. He's only missed one game all season. He has been underemployed in this first half, which comes to an end with Bordeaux in front. The goal scored by Sylvain Wiltord, French football's leading goal scorer. Is it enough to settle the championship in Bordeaux's favour? This goal arrived on 19 minutes. Bordeaux won 1-0 here last season. Is it a similar story this season? Half-time, it's Paris Saint-Germain 0, Bordeaux 1. Welcome back to our coverage of the final day of the French season. Bordeaux in white need a victory here against Paris Saint-Germain to clinch the championship of France. They need 1-0 at the break, and here's Benarbia now for Bordeaux. The only goal of the game has come from Sylvain Wiltord. 14 is Grenet, that's not a particularly good ball. Mika Ferrier. Naslon. Tiki Moussampa, the Dutchman. There's Ali Bouk. He's had only 18 months of top-class coaching with Bordeaux. JJ Okocha. Okocha. Marco Simone. Down the throat of Ulrich Rame. Very easy indeed for the Bordeaux goalkeeper. Marco Simone. This twist and turn, just unable to find a way through. Top scorer now for the last 3 seasons, Paris Saint-Germain. Benarbia. They need support here. He has it in Moussampa, and here's Wiltord. Moussampa again. Oh, that's a good try and goal. Clever little chip there, which had Bernard Lama worried. It's fair to say most of the Paris Saint-Germain supporters are hoping that Bordeaux would win the championship because they can't stand Marseille. So maybe Bordeaux will have a little bit of help here at the Parc des Princes. JJ Okocha. It's a super ball. Algerino. And it's in by Rodriguez. Oh dear, the championship party's been spoiled. The recent arrival from Metz has really put a spanner in the works here. It's 1-1. It was an untidy goal. It seemed to come off Afanu. But Bordeaux are back to base camp once again. Seven here is Pavon. Cissé, Diabate. Wiltord, he scored again! 22 goals this season. And Sylvain Wiltord is single-handedly driving Bordeaux towards the championship. Appeals for offside. They were ignored by Wiltord, who scores his second goal of the game. And just when Paris Saint-Germain thought they were back in it, 3 minutes later, Sylvain Wiltord makes it 2-1 to Bordeaux. This final day of the season has had its twists and turns, just as the championship race has throughout the season. Saint-Rotana came away with the ball. Leroy. Has support from Marco Simone, his captain. Simone again. Oh, another goal for Paris Saint-Germain. And Ailton the substitute. And once again, Bordeaux see their dreams shattered. What a curious second half we're having here. It's joy for Ailton, but utter misery for Bordeaux. What happened to the Bordeaux marking? They thought the title had been won. And at the moment, the title is heading south for Marseille, unless Bordeaux can score again. And they have to stop Paris Saint-Germain scoring again. Rodriguez has already inflicted enough damage on Bordeaux. Lasland. Bernabia. What an extraordinary tale here. Lasland. And Cissé will get their first here for Paris Saint-Germain. Lasland. Wiltord. Sylvain Wiltord, can he score a hat-trick? Oh, what a fine save by Lama to deny Ivan Perez. The Spanish forward from Betis. It was a free header. That really should have been 3-2. It's as if both teams have dispensed with defensive duties and are going out for all-out attack. Bernabia. At the moment, the title's heading for Marseille, unless Bordeaux can do something. Alicante prepared to race forward from his defensive position to try and snatch an unlikely winner. No wonder they look worried. The title is slipping away from in front of them here. Pavon. Oh, here's Faidono. Oh, he scored! That could well be the goal to bring Bordeaux their first championship in 12 seasons. He's only a kid, 18 years old. He was still in shorts the last time Bordeaux won the title. And the young player in those white shorts has delivered Bordeaux to the promised land. There's Miku, who couldn't play today because of injury. What an extraordinary ending to this match. What an extraordinary ending to the French season. Bordeaux appear to have snatched it away from Marseille right to the death. Surely there's no drama still to come in the Parc des Princes. It's going to be a late substitution here for Bordeaux with Bruno de Roca coming on. It's Bernabia who comes off. And there's a final whistle. Bordeaux have won the championship for the 5th time, and they can't believe it. What an unlikely success Surely in the history of the club, they can't have enjoyed a day like today. It ends Paris Saint-Germain 2, Bordeaux 3.
Lyon, meanwhile, took third spot with a win over Strasbourg. Alain Cavalier opening the scoring after 9 minutes. But the sides were level before the break, former French international midfielder Corentin Martin with a superb rising volley from the edge of the box. The match was settled early in the second half. Cameroon international Joseph Desiré Job sliding in 6 minutes after the break. 5 minutes later, Cavalier's powerful header beat Strasbourg keeper Alexander Wenzel at close range to make it 3. Strasbourg were given the opportunity for a comeback. Patrice Carteron tripping Stéphane Collet to concede a penalty. Defender Teddy Bertin took full advantage, scoring his 8th of the season. But Lyon held on to secure a Champions League spot. Lorient needed a win at Monaco to ensure top-flight survival, but they were consigned to relegation after just 5 minutes. Victor Ikpeba rising at the far post to nod home Ludovic Jouly's cross and secure Monaco a UEFA Cup place. Guy Rousseau's
Everyone's heard of this musical myth, but is it truly possible? Well, if anyone knows, it's Meyer's Sound.
So, Roger, have you heard the myth about the opera singer that's able to break a wine glass with her voice?
I've heard that myth, and
What do you think?
I'd like to think that it's true. I think it'd be really impressive if we could break a wine glass with sound, so I'm really eager to try it.
Eager to try breaking stuff? No wonder this guy's an honorary mythbuster. And already he's got a glass-smashing plan that's all to do with resonance.
So first I want to bring a glass over and we'll measure it and see what its resonant frequency is. And then we'll play that frequency back through the speaker and see if we can break it.
So the theory is that the tone you hear boom when you hit it is the same tone that will potentially break it.
Correct.
Okay.
A crystal glass has a natural resonance. This is the frequency at which it most efficiently turns sound waves into physical movement. Play a glass its own resonant frequency, but loud, and it may move so much that it explodes.
Is this a good distance here?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
They're using lead crystal, as it's the most efficient at transforming sound into motion.
This lowest peak here is the fundamental frequency, and I'm reading off here 562 hertz, so that's where we should start.
With the computer primed to belt out a pure 562 hertz tone, it's myth-busting time.
So this is Mythbuster.